Hello and good morning from Florida. But hold on a second. I still have the thumbnail up. Let's get this off. Bang. How we doing? What's up, Steak? Good morning.
Man,
You are wearing a San Antonio Spurs jersey.
I am, yeah.
You are wearing a
It's easy.
Chris Paul.
Tim Duncan.
Oh.
Big fundamental.
I like that. I like that. Don't get cute with the Spurs. Just go right to Tim Duncan. We were talking
I wouldn't.
a while ago. Yeah. And good morning, by the way. So this is gonna be interesting because we're running a Twitter space. Guys on the space, and girls, can you hear Steak okay? Basically, I've got the phone to my computer, so I want to make sure that his audio is fine so you can hear it. We have people who are more into the spaces. We've got people who want us to go on Twitch because that's their thing. Got people that want to stick to YouTube because that's their thing. So we're trying to please everybody here. Maybe it'll backfire, maybe it won't. But we're on everything right now. We're on everything except TikTok because fuck TikTok. You say the wrong thing and you say you had regular milk to drink instead of fucking oat milk and they might ban you. Anyways, good morning. What's that background noise? Is that your dog?
That's my dog barking at the doorbell, but I don't think I feel like it.
Okay. All right. Well, if you have to, now is the time. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's find some winners. Yeah. Well,
let's. Kids at my door, dude. What do you think they're doing?
I don't know. Taking a fucking selfie. You maybe should go see what's up.
You think so?
What are they dressed as?
Fine.
Yeah. Go do it. I got to know what they're about. That's all right. We'll have Steak come back. Steak's got some people. They're like dressed like they're going to the fucking Olympics. Did you guys see that? Did you see that? If you're in a Twitter space, you got no idea what we're talking about right now. But Steak's got some people at his door who they're like two teenagers that look like they're dressed to go fucking not synchronized swimming? What's the thing? Figure skating. They look like figure skating. Anyways, that was absurd. Yeah, very weird. Good morning, everybody. Let's say hi to some people in the chat. Pikachu, what's up? Magic Lettuce, how we doing? Oh, you're already back. What was that?
Weird kids raising some money for some high school shit. I said, get the fuck off my porch.
Yeah, you would. You big grumpy Tim Duncan motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm all good on that.
DGen had to have gotten a deal doing a Saturday stream. What are you talking about? Had to have gotten a deal. Are you kidding me? Are you accusing me of making a Saturday stream happen? And the only way to do that is if I got a deal, as in like being corp. That is absolutely
God forbid, Bart. God forbid we make a few dollars.
Yeah. That would be fucking sweet. But no, we're just over here continuing to grind our fucking dicks off like we continue to do for your entertainment and viewing pleasure. So I would appreciate if we can make it fucking 3 minutes without an accusation. Thank you very much. What's up, PN Lees? How you doing? Morning, fellas. What's up, Dan Yee? Another day, another Celtics loss. Oh, that would really spice some shit up. Good morning, gents. What's up, Matthew Martin? Sieves Wolves Moneyline Parlay. Dare you say? I don't know about that. Sick Money. What's good? How you doing? Bad guy who's a good guy. What's up? Selling rugs? Is that what you're doing? Oh, that's what they're doing. Selling rugs. Yep. That was absurd. Yep. Selling Bibles, I bet. Very funny. What's up, LFP Jordan? How you doing? Anyway, the Celtics can lose today. Yep. Oh, my God. I was cheering for you. Oh, that kind of deal. All right. You've been let go. Saturdays for the boys. Fundraising L Steak. Yeah. Steak, I got to tell you, I got a quick rant, and then we'll get into it because I know you got shit to talk about. I hate that I am this way. I'm not like a flat earther conspiracy theorist, but I really do have a tough time like trusting people because I know there's just a lot of, scamming that goes out in the world. And I've told everybody about when I bought the used fucking stereo system from people in the parking lot that I could resell it for $2,000 and it was worth nothing. So anyways, I got my guard up and I feel bad. Anytime when you go to check out now anywhere, it always says like, would you like to round up or would you like to donate to so-and-so? I just don't even trust any of these places.
You know why, right? Because it's a tax write-off. So all that money you're donating to charity is going to charity, but it's a tax write-off for the big company like the grocery store or CVS. Oh, that's why they do it.
But that's kind of where you're wrong. If you really look into it, these charities, let's say they get $100, they slice and dice it. A lot of people get paid. A lot of people get taken care of. The charity will maybe see like $4 of that.
4 of 100?
Some of them. Yeah. Not all of them. No, there's some good ones. And remember when I hit that big parlay at the Mets game and I was like, if this hits, I'll donate $500 to charity. I was asking people and I was doing some due diligence and everybody said Tunnels to Towers is a great one. And that's the one I donated to and they're solid. I met a guy on that board too. He's awesome. But anyways, yeah. So I went to Publix this morning and they were like, oh, do you want to die? And I immediately I'm just like, no, I don't think so. But I feel bad that I am that way, DGen on Mickey D's Wi-Fi. Really? Am I bad?
I'm just happy it's you. You lagged a little bit, but I think you're fine.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't have to waste any more time talking about senseless bullshit and ranting and raving, although I will have to turn my fan on in a second. Steak, how about a quick recap of yesterday's action? So I had a pretty long day, fucking up at 4:30, 7 a.m. flight. We couldn't do the board review. And I had my sister's birthday, and I did get, hold on one second. I did get in some of the Panthers Leafs, which was pretty wild. I didn't watch a second of any basketball, but we had some action last night. And shout out to everybody again for the vibes. I see the engagement grows and grows. This is what you have to do. I've realized it. When you got to get hot and you get people that kind of tap back in. Now 6-1 on the NHL playoff best bets. And spoiler alert, I got one tonight. That's 2 units. It's already in. Now you see when you get 4-1. That's when people are like, okay, he might be onto something. You know what I mean? And then like once you hit the 5th one, you'll get double the comments, double the likes. And then if you keep going and going, it's exponential. You know what I mean? So, because you got hot as shit with the dog of the day. This is a streak I hope lives on, but I know it's probably going to come crashing down at any second. But I'm going to tell you right now, another spoiler, love a play on the ice tonight. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I want to recap the NBA first.
Sure.
So the Cavs take it in Indianapolis, look like they kicked their ass, and then the Nuggets somehow win game 3. Can you do your best job recapping that for the people?
Yeah, mostly everyone. Garland back for the Cavs, and I think it was just a get-right game for the Cavs. I'm not going to be bitter, but they obviously should have won game 2 as well. But this was a must-win, just like it is for the Celtics later. Good get-right game. They jumped on them early in the first quarter. Then they let them come all the way back in the first quarter to tie it 32-32. And I'm literally sitting here like, this is the most frustrating fucking team of all time. But after that first quarter, they just belt to ass, get-right game in Indiana. And I still really think the Cavs win this series. I'm not making any more bets on it, but I still really, really think the Cavs win the series. I think they win game
in 6.
Maybe. Yeah.
When they just went out.
Yeah, I absolutely think so. The Cavs are so much better, dude. I don't know how the fucking Pacers pulled off those 2 wins, but I really genuinely think the Cavs are better. And then the Thunder, I mean, you got to be worried about the Thunder, right? Specifically worried about SGA. He looks a little bit like he's shitting bricks out there. Another pretty fucking bad performance. I think he was like some astronomical number to score 25 points, and he shot like 7 of 25 from the field or something. He looks scared out there. They still look young. I kind of thought this would be the year that they grew up a little bit, but they still look a little young and scared of the moment. And they're playing against a team that won the NBA championship a few years ago with pretty much the same exact roster. Like Aaron Gordon was on that team. Michael Porter was on that team. Jamal Murray was on that team. Jokic was obviously on that team. So yeah, I'm a little worried about the Thunder. I'm not necessarily worried about the Cavs, but obviously I've been wrong a million times specifically about the Cavs.
I didn't realize it, but the Thunder, from what I've just kind of caught up with, the Thunder were kind of in control and should have won that game, but choked late. Did it go into overtime? And the Nuggets kind of stole it overtime.
Yeah, and you see this one, SGA was 1 for 8 in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Well, I heard also another nugget is that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have had terrible fourth quarters.
Yeah. I'm excited to talk about him later. And then this is a good point that is funny because I tried to fade Ty Jerome in game 1, and he's just been absolute fucking dog shit since then. But that's just how it goes, I guess.
So the one game you faded Ty Jerome, he was excellent. The next
he wasn't excellent. He had a horrible shooting percentage. He just took a bunch of shots because a lot of guys were out. He's been bad.
Got it. Okay. So now that Darius Garland is back, is Ty Jerome going to see less minutes, less volume?
Darius Garland was back. How much? Let's see how much he played yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not sure. If you can pull that up, that'd be great. I'm gonna get the tabs up for baseball. We'll get into baseball here in a little bit. And just a reminder, anybody on the Twitter Spaces, we're only doing this because people ask for the Twitter Spaces. If you want to come into Twitch and Twitter, feel free. The links are in the bio. You should know how to find us by now, but if you don't, that's okay.
Also, Donovan Mitchell was fucking awesome.
Who was?
Donovan Mitchell, awesome.
Donovan Mitchell he just is awesome.
He is awesome, yeah.
He's a guy, I would say I don't remember the exact situation with him in Utah. Utah drafted him, right?
Yes.
That's a guy you just can't let go. You
I don't
can't,
think he was staying in Utah.
like, regardless, like he's just not a Utah guy.
No.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Lauri Markkanen could be a Utah guy.
Lauri Markkanen could be a Utah guy. Yep. Big difference between Lauri Markkanen and Donovan Mitchell.
Hey, you want to give me your thoughts on the shooting guards?
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know if you know this, but Gilbert Arenas is on Part of My Take yesterday. Did you see that?
I saw it. I haven't listened to it, but I saw it.
I'll break it down real simple. Gilbert Arenas is a douchebag.
Yes.
He's definitely a douchebag, and you definitely saw the difference between like a guy who grinded it out from the hood. I'm not saying anything negative about Javaris Crittenton. He's from the hood, and Gilbert Arenas is a rich ass fucking spoiled brat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what he is. And in the beginning of the show, I'm like, wow, Gilbert Arenas is such a douchebag. And then in the end of the show, I'm like, bro, Javaris Crittenton has to be better than that. It can't be that easy to get a reaction out of you. Like, it can't be that easy for a guy like Gilbert Arenas to get you riled up that you throw your entire life away. And this is one thing I want to toss out. You know, Javaris Crittenton was high school teammates with Dwight Howard.
I did not know that.
Dwight Howard is one of the biggest, most cringiest fucking weirdos that the NBA has ever seen.
Absolutely.
Absolute weirdo, Dwight Howard. Weird fucking dude. I thought it was kind of surprising that Javaris Crittenton had all those nice things to say about being teammates with Dwight Howard and how much he liked Dwight Howard, but he fucking couldn't stomach being teammates with Gilbert Arenas. I thought it was interesting, but I thought the documentary was amazing. I gave it a 8 out of 10, 7.7 out of 10. But the more the show goes on, the more you're like, okay, bro, Javaris Crittenton, you could have made one good decision along the way, and this could have went a lot differently.
I fell asleep, so I didn't see the end. But I basically saw to where they made it through the gun situation. And then Javaris Crittenton tried to make a little bit of comeback, but he kept getting fucked. And then basically like he went back home and you're like, all right, something's going to go south, but I didn't see the end of it. But as I'm watching it, and I'm watching it with my wife, who she obviously doesn't know ball and these Untold series, like she loves. Yeah. She's not the biggest sports fan, but like all of these Untolds are phenomenal.
Yeah.
And this one, she was excited. Like we watched the trailer. She was really like excited to watch it. I would say 10 minutes in, she looked at me. She's like, this guy talking about Gilbert Arenas is so fucking corny and so annoying. I don't know if I can watch this. And I just kept trying to tell myself, like, I thought Gilbert Arenas, just as a fan of basketball when I was young and watching him, I thought he was such a bad motherfucker. I didn't know his personality off the court at all. Nothing.
Yeah.
Going into that show. And I'm trying to like watch this and like give him passes, like,
yeah.
Okay, certainly he's not going to be this bad the whole time. He's get better. He's got to get better. I can't fucking stand that guy.
Yeah.
I can't stand people who are pranksters and think they're funny and continue to poke people and never stop. Those are the types of people that you always say, like, you come across the wrong person, you kind of like, this person just has to get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
But I guess
Javaris Crittenton just did that.
That's what I'm saying. That was like almost the perfect opportunity for Gilbert Arenas to stop being a fucking douchebag. And I see somebody commented, Tiny, and I did work at Gilbert's first mansion, and the dude who got the house from him said he was a prick.
There's no denying he's a prick. He made that very obvious on the show. Didn't you think it was crazy how he was trafficking guns though on NBA planes?
Unbelievable.
Insane.
Unbelievable. And when he said that and he was like, oh, I'm going to say something that's never been said before until now. I think the NBA suspended me for 50 games because I was bringing the guns on planes and buses. I'm like, he was like saying it like
it was surprising.
Yeah. Dude. I'm like, fucking duh.
Yeah. They fucking suspended John Morant that long for flashing one on Instagram.
I can't
traffic him on NBA licensed planes.
Also, is there no fucking security to get on a plane in the NBA?
I'm sure they aren't checking the fucking NBA players for weapons, dude. I'm sure they never thought in their mind this guy was flying to play a game in Phoenix, picking up some guns at the gun store and flying home. I'm sure he never thought that. And it is kind of extra crazy that he was flying them back to Washington, D.C.
Also, 460 guns.
Insane.
What do you even? Could you imagine having 460 of anything?
jerseys.
Bro, I have a client who has like literally 80 pairs of shoes and running out of room for them. They're just out in the open because
I got to admit, since we're being honest and this is a safe space, I definitely have that many pairs of shoes.
Okay. Imagine having, what's the math on that? 6 times that amount of shoes.
I have like 100 pairs of shoes. I built a shelf in the garage for them. I have no more room, and I could not imagine having 500 pairs of shoes.
How many of those shoes do you actually wear?
So few.
That's crazy.
So few.
Okay. All right. We'll get into the board. Yeah, but anyways, I got a bit. I'm going to finish it, but it was good. But man, I was like, oof, the stock in my personal opinion of Gilbert Arenas plummeting. How many of those are Jordan? I always forget. Is X10 5? No.
I'm horrible at this too.
Yeah.
Maybe none. Maybe none.
How about this? Are you a New Balance guy?
Not at all. They're mostly all Jordans. They're mostly all Jordans with like I was in like unfortunately I was in a Yeezy phase for a little bit, so there's a couple Yeezys, but it's mostly just like random Jordans.
You fucking
11s. 11's my favorite shoe. 100% my favorite shoe.
This guy just asked you how many Jordan 11s in the Roman numerals.
You said 5, dude. I'm not good with Roman numerals.
It's your favorite shoe. How do you not know what the X1 is?
You threw me off with the Roman numerals.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like you're not staring at the fucking chat and see the XI anyway, or the X, whatever the fuck it is.
You're not blaming me for saying.
All right. So Jordan 11s are your favorite shoe. Got it. Yeah, exactly. Lost all credibility. You're out on that one, Steak.
Fine.
Okay. So we got some basketball games. We got some NHL games. Quick recap in the NHL. Shout out to the Florida Panthers. What a wild fucking win.
That was
Mark Shannon in overtime. And then I did not watch any of the Stars Jets, but I will tell you this from game 1. My takeaway in that was the Stars are so much better than the Jets. I am very
wait. You mean the Jets are so much better than the Stars?
No.
Really?
My takeaway after game 1, the Stars won that game.
Oh, got it after game 1. Sorry.
Yeah. I watched a lot of that game and I said to myself, the Stars they started that game, I think, like out shooting the Jets like 10-0. It was crazy. And of course, the Jets came back and they made it a game and it was tight. Both goalies looked great, but I certainly did not see a shutout coming in game 2. If you were to tell me the Jets would win because back against the wall, nobody wants to go down 0-2 on the road, I understand. That is unbelievable. Great job to Hellebuck. But I do have a play tonight. We'll talk about the ice, but Steak, I think we should talk at least a little bit of MLB to get started. Would you agree?
Sure.
All right, cool. Everybody, if you're in here, again, we are just running the space because people asked us to do the Twitter space, but we are on Twitch and YouTube as well. We have a couple sub banks coming in. We got a hype train. Shout out to Jacobson. I almost said that in like 2 words. Jacobson07 with a new follow. Welcome to the board review. We usually do this every weekday, 10 a.m. We're just doing Saturday because we had to miss yesterday. Risings with a sub bank, 8 months. Spreads and props. First time subscriber. He's tired of watching this with ads. W. Thank you for the hype train. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Twitch, follow the page. And if you're on Twitter, just fucking hang out, sit tight, enjoy yourself. Have a day. All right, let's get into it. First game on the board. I didn't make one baseball bet yesterday. I tried to look at the board. I could not really tap in. So I said, you know what? There's nothing wrong with taking a day off. It's a long season. Let's focus on today. So please catch me up to speed if there's anything I need to pay attention to, okay? On like whether it's teams kind of failing or fading a little bit or players getting hot, something like that, let me know. Atlanta is in Pittsburgh. I don't think there is anything you could get me to do to bet on the Pirates, but one thing and one thing only, and that is they fired their fucking coach. They fired their coach, Steak, and what do? They fucking beat the Braves yesterday with Bailey Falter. Granted, it was against Bryce Elder. The total in that game was 9. It landed 3-2, well under. And the Pirates were plus 130 is what I'm seeing the closing line. So you've now got AJ Smith-Shawver. Does anybody remember what he just did? Steak, trivia? Do you remember what he just did?
I'm hoping you say masterclass.
Oh, brother. He sure did because I took the Reds team total over and he went, I believe he was throwing a no-hitter through 7 innings.
Everything you're saying is adding up so nicely for the first game because I already have a play I love.
Oh my God. I can't wait to hear it. Well, I'm almost done setting the stage. Oh, I got to pull up Pickett. Fuck. Make sure. Oh, I got to sync Hard Rock to Pickett. I didn't get my Panthers bet in on Pickett. I didn't get it in on fucking Action Network either, but what are you going to do? It's okay. Hold on. Oh, all right. Good. It already signed me in. Let me go to events. I want to get an accurate line here. Okay. 143 or the Pirates are plus 130 on DraftKings. Total is 8.5 or up anywhere up from 9.5. And Andrew Heaney's a guy that's also been pitching really well. 2-3 with a 3-run ERA. He is a lefty, but is he coming off of a rough start? Yeah, he's coming off of back-to-back rough starts. So he went shutout. Then he allowed 4 hits, 70 pitches through 4 innings against the Cubs. And then he threw 100 pitches, didn't even make it 4 innings against the Padres, 4 earned runs. So back-to-back, if he starts, does he bounce back here? Steak, what do you like?
I like the over, man, and I don't see it at 8.5. I see it at 9 or 9.5. So I'll just let you know what these teams have been doing.
Okay.
2 pretty decent pitchers. I think you said it. Haney's been bad the last 2, but overall decent season. What is he, sub 3 ERA or just a tick over 3 ERA? Obviously, you just said it. Shaver shoved. That sounds like a tongue twister. But the Pirates' last 5 games: 4 runs, 9 runs, 3 runs, 5 runs, 5 runs. None have went over 9. Braves' last 5 games: 9 runs and extras. 5, 7, 3, and 4. None have went over 9 runs, including the game that went to extras. You got this one opening at an 8.5, moving to 9, even 9.5 in some places. I think that's a really, really high line. And these offenses are absolutely not clicking, and I can't make sense of why this would be 9 or 9.5 at all.
Could anybody out there, could it be a weather play? What's the wind looking like today?
I got Ballpark Pal pulled up, and I'd love
okay.
to.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm seeing here 7 miles an hour wind out. I mean, that's not a ton, but
no, this is not a weather game.
What's up, JP? How you doing? It really might be every Rays player to get a hit. We'll talk about that later. Should just make the name Shover. That's cool. Yeah, Bart, I've said that. I think that would be awesome. But today, AJ Smith Shover is no more. I'm with you, Steak. Let's take the fucking over in this game. I kind of like the Pirates. Do you like the Pirates?
A little bit, but not as much as I like the over.
Okay. All right.
We should be dabbling a home run hitter. Hey, JP, go Cavs. Go Cavs.
Yeah. Oh, JP's back in the good graces now, huh? Now that we got that Cavs win. Okay. I'm going ATL. Pitt.
Ooh, got a guy. Got my eye on a guy.
No way. All right, hold on.
Fine, I'll wait.
Let me guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, wait.
Not Austin Riley, so don't guess that.
Well, I don't even know what team it is. Is it a Pirate or is it a Brave?
I actually like one of each, but Brinks just said the one we like for the Pirates, so guess a Brave.
I wasn't going to guess Brian Reynolds. Okay, Michael Harris.
No, Sean Murphy.
Let me look here. Sean Murphy's a righty going against a lefty. Yep.
Let's see.
What did Matt Olson do the day after I bet him to hit a home run? I swear to fuck if he hit a home run. Nope. He was 0 for 4. Okay, good.
You know who's been balling? Ketel Marte. I'm pretty butthurt about it.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh, Peter. What's up, Peter?
40 Bart.
Peter in YouTube. By the way, shout out Peter in YouTube. I know he's a fellow Rays fan, and he's I see that he's been interacting with the Rays Glaze videos. A nice Rays win yesterday. We had to have it. Panthers in 7. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's stay dialed in, please. One game at a time. It's a Saturday. Thanks for joining us. And I see the spaces is filling up a little bit too. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Let's see who on the Braves is going to be, or who on the Pirates rather is going to be my guy. I'm looking at we got any Pirates fans in here? Who's hot? I mean,
the bats aren't hot, dude.
Like nobody.
Not a batter out there, but the bats are not hot for either team, really.
Okay, I have a guy. Why can't it be as simple as O'Neal Cruz?
It absolutely can be. It can always be O'Neal Cruz Day.
I don't know that he's a home run guy for me, though. Wow. O'Neal Cruz actually has 8 home runs on the year, and he hasn't hit one since April 26th. What's up, Snowman? No recap today. Those are Mondays. Snowman's asking for the recap over here. No recap. I'm just going to look at the odds. Are you looking at the home run odds as well? Or are you just looking at?
I was looking at the home run odds. Would you like to know O'Neal Cruz?
Holy shit, he's 330 on fucking FanDuel. That's low.
330 on FanDuel. Yeah, he's around there a lot.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, we're getting some runs at this game, dude.
We're getting some runs. More. Okay, so I'm going to write down O'Neal Cruz. By the way, we have a graphic made. W Graphic Guy. No, it's not Greg. It's not me either. It's actually a guy that we're paying. I think he's somewhere in Asia, but he's been doing our videos, and we have a board review recap graphic. So we will be putting all our notes, because I know we do the recaps, but you might not remember everything. Remember, this isn't for you to tail. Okay, you can take it away. You can do what you want with it. You can ride. You can fade. You can just look at it. You know, you can look at it and have fun. But O'Neal Cruz home run for me. Who would be your favorite between the two, Brian Reynolds and
John Murphy?
John Murphy would be your guy?
Yep. But
Okay.
definitely making my card the over official.
Yeah, I'm going to be on that as well. So that's not till 4 o'clock. Steak, can you do me a favor? Can you remember your home run guys?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
I mean, I could write them down too. It's not.
Nah, but I'm going to write them down too. It can't hurt.
All right. I'm going O'Neal Cruz, and then I'm going to pull up. Sorry, I just kind of got my tabs all over the place. Okay. I think we can move on. Did you see anything from the chat that we have to address in this game?
Nope.
Nope. DJ needs another Soto masterclass. Oh, God, I know. Soto's been crushing home runs ever since I stopped betting on him every fucking night. That's all right. I just want to repeat. I did get some coin from Soto. He didn't just go out there and fuck me. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving.
I have male resting bitch face, Marty, my whole life.
Love how Steak always looks pissed off looking at the camera. Yeah. Yeah.
Male resting bitch face. I can't do anything about it.
No, there's not. You just have to kind of learn to love it. But Steak is not grumpy. He's not cranky. He's not upset. He looks like big and scary. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. But that's just his face. And it's always tilted.
Yeah, I'm working on that too.
I got to tell you, though, the older you get in life, I mean, you see me with my wrist hurting. That's not going to be good for your neck.
It's not going to be good for my neck. Yeah. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Yeah, you're not going to have fun. Okay, let's talk about, oh my God, it's my guy. I can't tell you exactly why, but I sort of have a soft spot for Andre Palante.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, he's going against Trevor Williams. This game is 4:05. It is in Washington, D.C., and you've got the Nationals, who are 4-6 in their last 10 against a St. Louis Cardinals team that I don't think anybody expected this from. 8-2 in their last 10, 7-3 to the over, but they fucking suck on the road. They're 5-13 on the road. So you got a scrappy Nats team at home, a hot Cardinals team, but they suck on the road. And shocker, it's just a straight up coin flip. Pick them. -110 each side. Totals 8.5, 9.5, whatever. You can fucking bounce around, find it. I think what we're going to need to do here, Steak, is probably dig in a little bit into what these pitchers have done recently. If anybody cares, let's see. We got Trevor Williams going for the Nationals. He's 2-3 with a 5.86 ERA. You got Palante 2-2 with a 4.75 ERA. Is it weird that my initial lean would be the under?
It's not weird. That's my initial lean. What would you say if I told you the Nationals have allowed 36 runs in their last 4 games? Making sure you heard that correctly. 36 runs in their last 4 games.
That's a lot. Is that like 9 a game? It's close.
9 a game. Very good W math. How does this have the same fucking total as the Braves Pirates game we just talked about? Cardinals scored 10 yesterday.
Wow.
Nationals can't pitch. It's crazy. I like the under, dude.
Okay. I have to know. Nats bullpen is terrible. Maybe look at the first 5. Yeah. Do you have any interest in doing that, Steak? I know that's not.
I get burned on first 5s a lot, but it's a good point by sick money.
Fade cards pitching after Fetty complete game shutout. No. Did Eric throw a complete game shutout? Wow. Dude, like, I'm not saying the Cardinals are necessarily a good team, but if Fetty can get it right, obviously they got Sonny Gray. If Palante can figure it out, I don't know. Oh, dude, and look at this, Steak. I'm going first 5, and I'll tell you why. Andre Palante's coming off his worst start of the year. 3 1/3 against the Mets, 72 pitches. They hit him 9 times. Trevor Williams is also coming off a game where he allowed 9 hits. 5 1/3, 9 hits, 4 earned runs. Yeah, I got to go first 5 under here.
Okay, I'm with it. You writing it down?
Yep.
Cool, I'm with it.
First 5.
Aaron Judge plus 138 to hit a home run today.
That's probably the lowest I think I've ever seen anybody.
Insanity.
It's crazy. Fede was on a revenge tour. Did he used to be on the Nationals? Interesting. AKs, W Snowman. Snowman, who's your I love Snowman's K ladder.
I know.
parlay.
Give us some guys.
Yeah, come on. I don't see the hype on Palante Degen. He's a jag. What's a jag again? Just another guy. Yep. No. I want to make it clear. I'm not a Palante guy. He's a guy who I faded last year and he fucked me a few times. So I'm like, I'm a wait and see on Palante. Some people run. Ooh, bop, bop, bop. I know people in the Twitter space can't see what we're reacting to right now because we are on Twitch and Twitter, or Twitch and YouTube. But somebody just said that a lot of sharp people were on that first 5 under yesterday and it burned them. So we might go back. We love doing that. Love going back to a sharp spot when it burned motherfuckers. Okay. Let's keep moving. Obviously, we don't really like a home run hitter in this game. A's and Yankees. Rodon's going. Holy shit. I'll just tell you right fucking now. That line is short as fuck. But I have a comparison. You know, I love my comparisons. You know, I love my my deja vu bets. The Yankees were just in Oakland yesterday, or not Oakland anymore, Sacramento, wherever the fuck they are. They won 10-2. They've won 3 in a row. I think this is insane that Carlos Rodon is only minus 148 on the road against the A's.
I'm showing minus 160, but I'm still with you.
Pickett is saying minus 150 is the lowest line out there actually on BetMGM. So you're right. You can probably they're probably a minus 160 somewhere. So even still, JP Sears is not a bad pitcher. He's 4-2 with a 2.92 ERA. The only way this makes sense is if the Yankees are not good against lefties. That's the only way it makes sense. I mean, he's been very good. He has been very good this year. And Rodon has been excellent.
Yeah, he walked a lot of people, but he's been good.
Right. He must be coming off of oh my God, he's coming off of a shutout, bro. Are you kidding me? He's had 3 shutouts in the last 4 games. He's been unbelievable.
Rodon?
Yeah. Yeah. And he just shut up.
I get behind a little. What about Athletics plus 1.5?
I only like taking 1.5 if it's the road team.
Okay.
If it's the home team, I'll go for the jugular. Yeah, because of the walk-off, you know.
Maybe A's team total over is the move.
Who said that?
Brinks.
Yeah. So, okay, the only way, because Steak, I mean, are the best team in baseball versus lefties, though? Dude, how does this line make sense then?
And if it doesn't make sense, it's you're making me like the A's team total over even more.
All right, so
bats completely.
So basically, what we're getting at is this: we want to fade down and we want to bats. I have the balls to take the A's to win the game. Team total over, but we should lean into it. Let's find an ace hitter.
Okay. Yeah.
Sears has been signed, former Yankee. Oh, JP Sears is a former Yankee.
You want to get weird? You want to get weird, or you want to go with the guy who hits for me often? Those are the 2 options.
Well, since my other guy was O'Neal Cruz, that's not very weird. That's pretty chalky. I want to get weird.
JJ Bleday.
That's what you like?
I always like going to Brent Rooker too.
I would like Rooker a little bit more because what about Langoliers?
Langoliers is plus 350. Every odd I read you today for home runs will be FanDuel, by the way.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. So I'm going to look at the history here. Carlos Rodon, JJ Bleday is 0 for 3 against them. Luis Arias is 3 for 5. Langoliers 2 for 5. Makes sense. Andujar. You like that, B. Kelly?
You are lagging, just letting you know. We're fighting through it.
I am.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do.
Yeah, we'll fight through.
I am in a different location. Hold on. I just want to look at what these guys have been doing.
I'm gonna look up Ballpark Pal while you do that.
All right. Langoliers has been good. He's got 3 hits in his last 4 games, 1 home run. Rooker, you said too, right?
Yeah, I always like Rooker, but that's basic.
Yeah. Okay. So the first guy you said is JJ Bleday. The only reason I don't love him is because it's a lefty on lefty. He was 0 for 3 yesterday. Let me see. Let's see Rodon splits. Lefties can hit Rodon.
What is the rate? What is the A's team total over?
It's got to be like 3.5. Oh no. That can't be right because the total is 10.
It's runs innings.
Soderstrom or Butler? You're just saying names that we didn't say.
Well, that's
Andujar kills lefties. And it's a revenge game. How many of these fucking A's used to be on the bro? It's the A's team total, Steak.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to find out where it is.
Should we take a little A's hitters parlay? W Supersonic shirt. Thanks. I try to match Steak's sports apparel because all my shit is so spread out and I don't even know where it is. But I don't have a good collection. I just have Bucks and Notre Dame shit.
That's a cool shirt.
Thanks. Okay.
4.5. Okay.
All right.
TTO 4.5. That's going on my notes.
Yep.
Okay. Next game.
Okay. Next game we have the Tampa Bay Rays and the Milwaukee Brewers. Taj is going today -120, total 9.5. I don't know if that's high or low. Yesterday was 4-3. A much needed Rays win. Steak, did you see what the Phillies did after they swept the Rays in Tampa?
I had the fucking Rays. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I thought you meant did I see what the Phillies did when they came back from down?
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the worst loss of the year for the Rays, by the way.
I had the Rays.
Yeah, that was awful. But the Phillies followed up by getting shut out on the road. I don't know if anybody saw that against like Cleveland or something. So they definitely partied their ass off. In you know who probably gets bitches? Steak no hat was like plus 800. Castellanos.
Yeah.
He looks like one of your like a guy in your posse.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I don't know if this is like even weird to say, but the entire Phillies team gets bitches.
It's not weird.
They do.
They must
Bryce
have a great
Harper,
time,
bro. Bryce Harper gets bitches.
Bryce Harper's a weirdo. He's not.
Bryce Harper gets
He's
bitches.
married.
You, I don't care. I don't care.
Dude, he's wifed up making fucking TikToks on how to make cappuccinos and shit.
Bryce Harper had his days, I promise.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about present day. Castellanos is a dog.
Who's another guy?
Except Brandon Marsh. Are you saying Steak gets bitches? I don't know. I don't get that.
Because Castellanos looks like he's in my posse.
They're all married. He's married too? Oh, then none of them gets bitches.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, all the Phillies girls love Kepler now. Oh, that's pretty funny. Stott gets bitches. Yep. Okay, let's get back to the board. So the Rays are -125, I'm seeing. Total is 9.5. Here's what I think. I think that I can't talk about this game because I retired from betting the Rays.
Sure.
So,
let me give you a quick pick then. What was over yesterday?
Let me check. That's a great question. Tobias Myers is going for the Brewers. He's 1-0 with a 3.65 ERA. Oh my God. You know what, dude? I think he's coming off of a masterclass too.
Cool. Well, it's going to fit in again to what I like.
Oh my God. Let me just check. Yep. He went 6 innings, 1 earned run against Houston. Oh my God. Oh, I want to take the Rays so bad. The total yesterday was 9. And it fell 4-3 with Littell and Quintana.
I like the over.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. By the way, I just want to mention Taj Bradley has not been very good with the strikeouts lately. 1, 2,
We're not
3.
doing Taj case. Tell me we're not, Snowman.
No.
I'm married, John, just like the Phillies.
Yeah. But he's been pitching much better, at least since the start of the season. He's grinding. He's not throwing strikeouts, but he's grinding. I think it's the Rays bat. So just to have a little fun, because that's what we do here. We like to have fun. I'm not going to do it because I'm retired. Okay. But I'm not retired from having fun. Let's go look at Steak. Can you pull up the Rays home run hitters?
Sure can. Damn, Derek Carr retiring. Is that late? I didn't hear that.
Oh, wow. Who did they draft a quarterback?
Dude, I just got the funniest notification.
Oh, yeah, they got Tyler Shoe.
Have you ever got this notification from FanDuel? It says, reality check. You've been logged in for 40 minutes and you've wagered $0.
Yeah, all the time.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, all the time.
Absolutely hilarious. Wow, Derek Carr retiring. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
well, you're in Florida, so you don't.
What does that mean for the Saints?
Oh, my God, I have a guy.
Okay, fine. You don't want to talk
about let's not talk about the Saints right now. They have Tyler Shoe.
I think it's Shuck.
I hate that it's Shuck. It's not a fucking oyster. I don't like that. Tyler Shoe.
Rattler. Oh my fucking God. Okay, we won't talk about this.
Yeah, it's not worth talking about. It's not that
maybe we make a 7-minute clip at the end of the stream.
Did you hear the report though? The rumors, I think Diana Rossini mentioned it, that he was faking an injury.
I mean, dude, that just looked awful for Derek Carr. Derek Carr's career was sad.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that.
Okay, let's get back to this. Steak, I got a guy.
Okay.
But
is it Reese?
Is it Reese?
Yeah.
No. Why would I give you a fucking Brewer? I'm telling you that the runs are going to come from the Rays.
Well, I think the runs are going to come from everyone.
Oh, well, that's fine too. I mean, I just don't want to contribute to Taj Bradley getting fucked up, but I know. Okay. It's a guy who hit a home run yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I can't do it. But
he's a hot dude, or is that his first?
No, he's a big old bitch. He's been terrible. Yeah. He's been terrible, but he's batting 200. He's got a lower batting average than Taylor Walls. Let's just see.
I will take it if you promise you won't.
Oh, I'm not taking anything, Brandon. Okay. I have another thing I like, and then we can move on.
Okay.
Just want to see what he's been doing. Hold on one second. So I want to see the lineup. Okay. I want to see the lineup, but you want to talk about a really hot dude?
Yeah, I do.
Junior Caminero.
Yeah.
He plays very well at home. Check this out.
Okay.
Last 4 games, basically this whole week. 1 for 3, 1 for 4, 1 for 3 with the home run against Phillies, and then 2 for 4 yesterday. I think Junior Caminero RBI.
Okay. What is the odds?
Great question. Let me find out. To record an RBI, Junior Caminero is plus 110. 2 RBIs, plus 320. Yeah. Can I take that if I'm retired from Rays betting or no?
Of course not. The fuck? Where's the fucking loophole?
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna write it on my notes because I like it, but I won't take it. He's cute, but he's not my type. Very funny. No kidding. DJ knows his squad well. Yep. Thank you. Okay. So I think we can move on. You like the over in this game. We'll do a quick recap. Braves, Pirates over. I like O'Neal Cruz. Steak like Sean Murphy. Nationals, Cardinals, first 5 under. A's, team total over. And then the Rays and Brewers over. And Steak said he likes, who did you like if you had to give a hitter?
I like Brandon Lau.
I like that Steak is stopping in between to yell at your puppy from squeaking the toy. That's okay.
Puppy and 6-year-old daughter.
Oh,
I actually brought him in a squeak toy. So
pop a hole in that bit. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's go to Cleveland and Philly. Total is, let's see, total 7.5. The Phillies are minus 120. It looks like Ranger Suarez is going. Ranger Suarez, the left, it says he's 0-0 with a ERA. Yikes. Against Tanner Bybee, 3-2 with a 4.26 ERA. I don't know, Steak, about this one. I guess you're going to have to take the wheel. Do you think the Phillies bounce back would be very obvious in this spot? They lost yesterday 6-0 after sweeping the Rays.
I think a Phillies bounce back and runs would be super obvious in this. I kind of like the under.
You like the under?
Yeah, I do. I think a Phillies bounce back is about the most obvious thing of the day. And honestly, isn't Ranger Suarez pretty good?
Yeah.
Wouldn't the bounce back for him be kind of obvious too? Like, he can't do that again. What did he fucking do?
I'll tell you. He in his return, he went 3 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 7 earned runs against the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that's so obvious that he's expected to have a better day today against bats no one's afraid of.
But if you're saying that like it's obvious that he's going to bounce back, then why do you like the under? You're going to need him to bounce back.
Yeah, that's a very fair point. It's a fair point, but I still think the Phillies angle bouncing back is way more obvious.
That's
Guardians last 5 games, 9 runs, 19 runs, 10 runs, 14 runs, and then they won 6-0 yesterday against the Phillies. Phillies in their last 5 games have had a 13-run game, a 12-run game, and a 20-run game.
Well, I'm with you, just so you're aware. But
Yeah.
that means that Ranger has to pitch well.
That means Ranger has to pitch well, and that's kind of obvious. I get it. I get what you're saying. I did contradict myself a little bit, but I like the under.
Okay. Nerfy?
I kind of like the Nerfy. Yeah, I kind of do. Is that our Nerfy?
Also, what you're saying is you like the Guardians.
Sure. But it won't make the card. The under probably will. The under is going to make the card. I'm putting it in my notes.
Okay. Guards won't. Nationals bullpen sucks. Guards won't do that often. Oh, I see what you're saying, Bart. I think
they're doing it though. The guards are balling.
So you think the Guardians are heating up?
They just are.
Yeah, they're 8-2 in the last 10. Wow. Tip of the cap to the Guardians. Okay. They're really good at home too. They're 12-5 at home. So I'm going to write down under, and I'm going to write down Nerfy. Do we like Bibee? Are we Bibee guys? I don't really know.
Are we Bibee guys? Yeah, I think so.
I need to watch Bibee pitch.
I think he's going to pitch well today. What time is the game? 6? Also, just so you know, it doesn't matter because we'll be done by 11:30 or whatever. The Celtics Knicks is 3:30 today.
Okay. Well, we definitely have to talk that.
Oh,
so at what point should we take our foot off the gas on MLB and talk basketball?
It looks like we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 MLB games left.
How about this?
Rangers, Tigers, and then move over.
Okay, I was going to say it's 10:50. At 11, we'll talk NBA. Perfect. And then we'll go back. And somebody said need the ice locks today, DGen. I already got my best bet 2 units locked in. I'll tell you what it is a little bit later. And it's definitely going to lose now that I made it 2 units and I'm hyping it up. Okay, let's move on. Prime said it's DeGrom day going against the Tigers and Jack Flaherty. The Tigers are unbelievable, 8-2 in their last 10. Steak, you were onto something about the Rangers. They're 3-7 in their last 10. They're fading. The total in this game is low. It's 7, but that also kind of makes sense. It's where it should be. It's not suspicious by any means. 7.5 on BetMGM. It's a pick'em. So the question is, are you collabing with Prime on Jacob deGrom Day?
No, I like the Tigers.
Wow. And do you like the Tigers because you're just leaning into fading the Rangers, who have lost 3 in a row?
Yeah, I'll fade the team that I like fading on the one day that nobody would want to fade them because Jacob deGrom's so good. I'm fine with that. Against the team that I already hate fading, like I think the Tigers are the worst team in the fucking MLB to fade. I will take the Tigers and not even be that upset if I lose.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that true, Sick? I feel like the poor guy's due for a win and some run support.
Oh, shit. Where the fuck is Mid-Major Matt? I thought he would pop up in chat at some point.
Yeah, I thought he's not coming on.
No, he DM'd me. I totally forgot to fucking send him the link, but I didn't have my Twitter DMs open. I haven't seen him in chat. Have you?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. All right, well, we'll get him up here after we talk NBA to finish out the MLB.
We'll send him the link now.
I'm going to. Dude, I think I'm with you. I'll lean into the red hot Tigers.
Cool. I like that. Good.
So the Tigers, I talked about the Rangers losing 3 straight. Tigers have won 5 straight, and Skubal and Corbin just pitched yesterday, and the Tigers won 2-1. Shout out to Corbin bouncing back. What's up, Ron Mux? Hello. What's the Kerry Carpenter report, Steak? Yeah, that's true. Kerry Carpenter is your guy. You like him at all today?
I don't love a lot of runs in that game, but if anybody wants to take Kerry Carpenter, I'm always down.
Sure. Carpenter, nobody really has a lot of history against DeGrom. You got Javier Baez, who's 3 for 15, and I think he's been red hot. And Gleyber Torres is 2 for 8. Has Javi Baez been red hot? He was 0 for 3. Before that, did you know Javi Baez was on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game hit streak, including
and I think Greg told us that
4 straight games with 2 hits or more. Wow. Yeah, you're right. He called that Javi Baez thing. First 500 DeGrom deals, but Tigers money line. Okay. Crochet could. Stars will bounce back. Shut the fuck
Barry
up.
Bonds is like tequila for me. When you say you're not drinking, you're like, oh, I'm not drinking. Someone's like, you don't want to just have one shot of tequila. That's how I feel about Kerry Bonds. Like, I'll bet him to hit a home run every day. I don't care.
Yep, I'm with you. Okay. So we are, let's see. I think let's do one more game.
Sure. It's Royals Red Sox.
Oh God. Is that what you have up next?
Yeah, what do you have? I'll talk about
I got White Sox Marlins.
We'll skip that.
Okay, we'll skip that one. And then I have Houston and the Reds.
All right, let's talk about Reds, Houston, and Red Sox, and then move to the next.
Okay, cool. So Houston, Lance McCullers Jr. is what happened to this guy? I feel like I haven't seen him pitch. I guess he must have been hurt.
He hasn't pitched like 2 innings this year. Right?
He's pitched all but 2 innings, or he's only pitched 2 innings?
He's only pitched 2 innings this year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe. So I'm seeing the Astros are minus 130 on Fanatics, total 7.5 or 8. The Cincinnati Reds are 3-7 in their last 10. They're not doing very well. The Astros are 500. They're 12-7 at home, though. Brady Singer's been a pretty good pitcher for Cincinnati this year. He is 4-2 with a 3.6 ERA. And I guess you've got McCullers basically making his debut. Should also be noted that Singer's coming off of his worst game in a while. 7 hits, 4 earned runs against the Braves. 102 pitches, too. That's the most he's thrown all season. If Mid-Major Matt was in here, he'd probably co-sign maybe fading him today after that. But I have to wonder, Steak. Houston still attracts a lot of respect with the betting public just because the Astro brand. I don't know how people feel about McCullers. I'm wondering if Houston is a little too easy looking today at that short price. Like sometimes you make those reads where it's like, ooh, the Red Sox are minus 155. That's a lot of respect. I like the Red Sox, and they beat the Rangers 6-3. Should they be 125 with McCullers or 130 with McCullers?
Yeah, probably because the Reds haven't been very good. And they lost 3-0 yesterday. The bats are lost.
So that's kind of what I'm saying is you think the Astros should be a little heavier favorites? Do you think this is short?
Because Singer's better than McCullers.
Okay.
I think the line's bright. I don't like much here, to be honest. I lean the under, I guess, but I really don't like much.
Okay.
I do not think there's an angle where this line's weird. I think the line makes perfect sense.
Fair. All right, we don't have to force anything. Total maybe a little low.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Unders in Houston ballpark have been printing like crazy. Well, there you go.
Yep. Oh. I probably won't take it, but I like it. The under.
Brink says no bias. Kind of think the Reds end the skid today. Okay. All right, let's talk about what's that?
Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, let's talk about one more, and then we'll go to the NBA. All right, so we got Crochet going against Reagans. The under is going to be in everybody's pockets today, right? Could this be an over nobody sees coming? I don't know. It's basically a pick 'em, or you can see the Royals are anywhere as high as minus 120. Total 7.5. I got no interest in fading either of these teams because I don't necessarily think that the Royals are all that good. I know that they're 9-1 in their last 10. They are fucking hot, and they heated up down in Tampa. That's where they got hot. They've been red hot. I don't know that I really want to fade Crochet because I'm a Crochet guy. Holy shit, the fucking Royals are on fire. But 4 of those games, you got to keep in mind, on this hot streak, they played the dog shit Rays in Tampa. They played the dog shit Orioles, and they played the dog shit White Sox for 4 games. They did just beat Boston 2-1. This Hunter Dobbins guy, by the way, he's good. I faded him. And I lost. He's fucking good, that guy. Keep that one down for you guys to remember.
The home run odds in this game are insane.
Dude, I kind of like the Red Sox.
I liked your overlean, and then I looked at the home run odds, and now I'm fully off.
Okay.
Plus 560 is the lowest odds.
Is it Bobby Witt?
Yeah, it is. Alex Bregman is fucking plus 630.
Oh,
that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think Vegas is giving you free money like that.
No.
I do sort of like the over, though.
Okay, well,
What's no home run? Good fucking question, Cade. God, it's a good question.
no home run is way too obvious, though. Way too obvious.
But where do you find that? I just want to know.
I don't know.
All right, fine.
No, I really don't know.
Fine.
You're acting like I'm fucking gatekeeping it.
Fine.
I'm the one who told you to fucking take it. I would tell you if I knew where to find it. I don't know where to find it.
Fine.
Hold on. Let's think this through for a second. I like the Red Sox. Do you like them or no?
Not really, man. Sorry.
Yeah, they don't hit either pitcher very well. No interest. No interest, I guess. What I was going to do is find a hot hitter and maybe try to get involved in some way, shape, or form. Ballpark Pal has KC at -29. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
Wait, where does it say? I'm sorry.
Look at
Ballpark.
Parlay Patty's
Comment. Let me pull it up.
Sour Patch Mid with a new follow. Funny name. What's up? Welcome to the board review. We usually do this every weekday at 10 a.m. If you're watching in Twitch, make sure you follow the page. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the page. We appreciate you. And if you're in Twitter, we're just doing these spaces because some people like the spaces, but we are on Twitch and YouTube if you want to come chat with how many people we got in here? About 121?
Between YouTube and Twitch, looks like it. Yeah.
Can we get a UFO review? Shut the fuck up. They're banned for me after last night. They fucking suck. Red Sox used the whole bullpen last night.
I think we lay off this one. Oh, home runs -29%. Got it. I'll pass.
Dilly Dagger says Royals for me. They saw a lot of Crochet last year when he was with the division rival White. Oh, yep. It's hilarious. How broke are you guys? And do you actually watch any of the games?
How broke are we? I don't know how to answer that really. Comparatively speaking, like a lot broker than like LeBron James, but then like a crackhead on the street, way richer.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
And then this is the two questions in here. Do you actually watch any of the games?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you get that?
Any more questions?
Yeah. Any more GOAT Sports Media? You want to get it all out of your system right now?
Middle class. Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
You are. There should be an E there.
Yeah. You almost had that. The punctuation was pretty good here. I just like that he didn't put a space before the question mark. I hate when people do that nowadays. Okay. All right. That was good. GOAT Sports Media had his 5 minutes of fame. Dr. Brony. Sharps, by the way. Yeah, that's right. Definitely. So I'm going to. I wanted to play the Red Sox, but now you talked me off, so I think I'm out.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Because it's like we've been talking all year about how we don't do that. We're not going to fade the hot team. Like,
yeah, you're right.
I know you don't have respect for the Royals. I don't really either, but I just don't think it's a good idea.
I don't disrespect the Royals. I think they got guys. I like them. Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's do a quick recap of what we like, and then let's go to the NBA. Pittsburgh, Atlanta. If you're just joining, we like the over. I like O'Neal Cruz. Stick like Sean Murphy. Washington, St. Louis, first 5 under. We like the Athletics today. I think we're going to fade Rodon. Probably going to regret it. Steak likes the over with the Rays and the Brewers. I'd say probably go back to Brandon Lau home run. Cleveland and Philly. What do we like in this game, Steak?
I like the under.
Yeah, I'm off. Detroit and DeGrom. What are you laughing about?
I just think it's so funny how much Snowman loves recaps. I almost think it's like it's sexually arousing for him.
Or he actually hates it.
No, I think he loves it. And I think it's like it's a thing. It's a kink. Recaps are his kink.
Dude, I like how Bart is acknowledging GOAT Sports Media. Dude would get packed up over here in Twitch.
No, I'm not pissed at you, GOAT Sports Media. I'm not pissed at all. I just look like this.
No. We love derailing the stream
Free
and asking
speech,
how
dude. Say whatever you want.
And if we, you know what's even funnier? Imagine assuming that 2 people on a stream are broke and don't watch sports, and you're in here.
Yeah. How could I be broke, dude? I have a Tim Duncan jersey.
Yeah. It's not signed though, bitch. All right. White Sox, Miami, nothing. Houston Reds, what?
Nah, I hate that game. That's my least favorite game of the day.
You're being really responsible today. And
well,
no, I know.
I'm just looking at my notes to see if you're actually correct.
You are correct.
I technically only have 3 plays.
I know honestly, I'm teaming up with Goat Sports Media. You're a broke bitch.
Yeah, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. We know, Goat. We know we're fucking with you.
Yeah. No, I've seen your name in here plenty of times. I was treating you like a troll.
Yeah.
If DGen had his chain on, he wouldn't call him broke. I don't know why my chain has not been on. I'm sorry.
Oh, he would definitely call you broke if you had.
Yeah, bro, you're wearing another. Steak gifted me that chain. Yeah, this guy's Jackson chains. He ain't broke. All right. Royals, Red Sox. We're going to move on from there. Let's go to the NBA. I'm kind of excited to talk NBA. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
I'm going to do something you're going to hate.
Oh, God. What are you going to do? Hold on. Let's set the stage. Let's do this the right way. Boston and New York. The Boston Celtics are down 0-2 in the series, as you probably already know. They are playing in New York today at 3:30. They're 5.5-point favorites, or up to 6.5, depending on where you look. Total 207 to 208. And you would have to imagine everybody, and I mean everybody, thinks the Celtics are going to bounce back. I'm not necessarily saying that they won't, but I'm also not that guy. Are the Celtics going to pull a Cavs and beat them up pretty good? Or are the Knicks for real? The Knicks have gone back home before in a series and pooped their pants and looked like shit. They did it against Detroit in game, 5?
Yes.
They also could have lost one game before that to Detroit at home. So I'm not over here thinking that the Knicks are a lock. But we're Magic fans, if you're new to this stream, we're Magic fans. And I got nothing against Boston. I don't think Steak does either against the city of Boston. We love the city of Boston. But after seeing how soft the Celtics were against the Magic, we respect the Knicks. I'm not looking to fade them. That's my take. I'm not speaking for you. I'm not looking to fade them. I'm going to ride the bet that is cashed for me 5 games in a row. Actually, maybe 6 games in a row. Josh Hart over his PRA. He keeps going over. And finally, he went over by a significant margin last game, because before that he had been going over by a half or 1. So he went over 25.5, and I think he ended up with like 32 or 33. I see Matt's in the lobby. After we talk NBA, we'll bring him up for the second half of the MLB board. Steak, where's your head at in the Knicks?
Bring him up, dude. We don't got that much time.
Let's finish basketball, and then we'll bring him up for
basketball.
Can you just fucking stay on course? That's the plan.
I see him back there smiling. You're not going to like it, dude, and you're going to get to choose, even though I think I've already made my mind up. So I'm backing Jason Tatum tonight. And you're going to help me figure out which way I'm backing Jason Tatum. These are Hard Rock lines, so I'm sure you can find them higher in all other places, but I am either going to back Jason Tatum triple-double, which is 11-1 on Hard Rock, or Jason Tatum 40-plus points, which is 8-1 on Hard Rock.
I have a very easy answer for you, but I also just want you to know that 4 of the 5 most popular bets on Pickett are Jason Tatum over points.
Doesn't scare me at all.
Okay. So I would play Jason Tatum over 40 points.
Okay. 40
That's
points.
what I would do. And I would even maybe consider, actually, no, I wouldn't consider. I was going to say maybe 3s, but I think he's going to attack the basket and try to draw some free throws. What?
Have you watched the games? Yes, I've watched the games, dude. I've watched the games. I understand why taking Jason Tatum's stupid, but man, I'm just not believing. I'm not buying that Jason Tatum is going to continue to be this bad. I'm really not.
Sit there and watch those ads so we can make our 5 cents, please. Goat Sports Media.
I really need it, Goat. Yeah, I need this 5 cents.
Do you think Goat in Goat Sports Media means like Goat, like greatest of all time?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I don't know if he could have made it like been a little unique or different, like Goat themed. That would be actually cool.
I said 40, John. I said 40.
Quantitative eating has a POD. That correlates. Okay. I got nothing other than Josh Hart. Josh Hart PRA, I'll go back to.
Now I have to say, the Celtics seem like the easiest fucking bet of all time. And they're only minus 255 on the money line. You're telling me that doesn't seem like the easiest bet? Like, there's part of me that wants to take out a loan because I don't have any money. But if I want to take out a loan and put it on the Celtics money line.
I can't loan you that money because I don't have money either.
What, you think mid-major Matt will help us?
Maybe.
Yeah. I really, really, really think the Celtics are winning this game. but it's so fucking obvious, and I can't get past that. Like
Sometimes that shit pays.
I felt like that way about the Cavs yesterday, but I don't think anyone likes the Cavs, and people still don't believe the Knicks are winning the series, even up 2-0 in Boston. And yeah, I'm just fucking staring at this minus 255. Also, you know what else I'm staring at? Like
What?
plus 210 for the Knicks isn't enough to get someone involved. Like, what are the popular bets on Pickett for money line? The Celtics have to be astronomical, right?
Yeah, they are. They are 2,623 picks on the money line. The Knicks have 486
picks.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, that's terrifying, right? If you're betting.
Yeah. Yeah. There's 35,000 bets, $1.2 million wagered on the game, according to the Pickett splits. And yeah, 87.8% of them are on Boston. But like you said, square pays occasionally, and it just happened with the Cavs last night. So it could happen again. Yeah. The Cavs seemed like the easiest bet, and they were. Fair enough. Okay. Let's go to the next game. I'm very curious to hear what you have to say about this. So the Wolves, similar situation in terms of the being on the road and the same number, but obviously not with the series price because they did bounce back in game 2. What do you think about this one, Steak? Total 200. Were you a day early on the Jimmy Butler legacy game? I think you might have been.
Yeah, I'm not. Out of all the 4 series, I feel like I have the least read on this one, especially with the Steph injury. I can't figure this series out. Like, I want to go back to the Warriors, but I was the idiot who took the Warriors last game, and now I can't figure out, am I being an idiot again? Like, what do you think about this game?
Well, I'm a Timberwolves respecter, and given what the Wolves did when they went on the road against LA, I thought it kind of brought out a little bit more fire under their ass.
Yeah.
And my thinking is that the Wolves, Steve's Wolves parlay is actually plus money stake.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. No, I agree. I think someone's losing.
I think it's going to be the Timberwolves.
Of course you do. You always think the Timberwolves are going to lose.
I just don't know how it could be the Celtics. I'm going to be the squarest guy ever and say I don't know how the fucking Celtics are losing.
That's fine, but you're also just own you are a Timberwolves hater, and that's fine.
Yeah, but I don't really want to be. That's the truth. I really don't want to be.
So I think the Wolves I think they were at home for way too long. They had 6 days off. They were feeling themselves. The fucking legend slayer, Anthony Edwards, everything's going around TikTok and the memes, etc. And then they come out and stink. He stinks. The coach has to lean into him. They were feeling themselves. They were big man on campus a little bit too much in the fucking, what do they call Minneapolis? The Land O'Lakes or something?
Yeah, sure.
Land O'Lakes? No.
Sounds right.
No, it doesn't.
Twin Cities.
The Twin Cities. Yeah. What the fuck is Land O'Lakes? Oh, that's like butter. So anyways, but there's a lot of lakes in Minnesota, right?
I think you might be right.
I'm on to something. Anyways, they got to get out of Minnesota. They got to get out of there.
Yes, Bart.
I think the Wolves are going to be fired up tonight. I think the Wolves are going to howl. I like the Wolves first quarter. When they did not come out in game 1, they won the first quarter in game 2, but I say foot to the gas, pedal to the metal. Give me the Wolves first quarter. I'd love to maybe even take a player prop in this game.
I want to take a player prop too, and you might be right about Jimmy Butler. How did DiVincenzo do last game after we glazed him? I want to see.
He just squeaked over his threes. I played it over 2.5 plus 105. He got
3.
Yep. But you know what he did that I really liked? He was a dog. He contributed elsewhere, which was great. He was kind of all over the place. But let's see the actual box score.
He had a plus 18, 9 points. He didn't do much. Nah, you're right. 5 assists, 3 rebounds. All 3 of his rebounds were offensive rebounds. Dog.
He was Hart and also guy.
Yeah, he was.
Can we talk about how Tracy Jackson Davis has been a huge difference maker this series? Yeah. Snowman, never forget. I bet on him to win Player of the Year over fucking Edie. But no, we're not talking about the Hoosiers anymore. And I'm the homer. Yeah. Okay. All right, Steak, final NBA plays, and then we'll get mid-major Matt up here. We'll finish the MLB.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to get yelled at for calling Tracy.
Is that what I said? Oh, I'm sorry, Tracy. My bad, Trace. Everybody knows that. I just call him TJD.
Oh, God, dude. I think I'm pressing the Warriors.
Do it. Go ahead, bitch.
No, yeah. I think
fucking Wolves hater. I don't want
I'm not making any decisions on the NBA till 7. Nope, I don't have that option. I'm not making I'm not making any decisions on this game till 7 p.m.
Give me Josh Hart, PRA over. I'm going to keep riding it. Give me something else. I'm not sure yet. All right. let's get back to the board. Let's bring up mid-major Matt. Matt, thanks for waiting patiently. Sorry for the lack of communication on sending you the link and having you join stream. For what it's worth, I thought we're starting at 10:30, and then Steak reminded me he had to go at 10. Nice hat, by the way. What's up? Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. I want to address something real quick. Is you yelled at me like, where the fuck is mid-major Matt? But also every single day you yell at Steak for reading the chat. So like, which one is it, brother? Do you want Steak to read the chat to see who's here, or do you not want him to read the chat?
So that's called having a balance. And I want Steak to have a balance of reading the chat, but still acknowledging the people on the stream.
I think he does. He just doesn't acknowledge you, and I think that hurts your feelings. You want
no, you can't say you think he does, but he doesn't acknowledge me. I am the other person on the fucking stream. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay, great. Well, now it's good to
I
have
have a question. Now that Matt's up here and I'm like looking at us on the 3 screen, do I have the biggest head on earth?
I was thinking the same thing. You're right in the middle of mine. It's like a big old egg. It's just
like, dude, my head takes up the whole screen, and you guys look normal.
You're closer.
You're pretty close.
I have a huge head, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah. You got a wide head.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't stop looking at my head. I don't even know how I'm going to cap these baseball games.
I'm now going to correlate people with no money with big heads.
Matt, good morning. Thanks for joining us. It's 8:14 on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
We did talk about the first half of the MLB board, and I am just curious in those games. I don't know if you heard any of the ones we went through. We basically stopped around 7:10 with the Royals and the Red Sox. Do you have anything that you like today? Humpty Dumpty.
I think Steak said it. I'm gonna play the over in Pittsburgh. I'm definitely fading Andrew Heaney and AJ Smith-Shawver off of that masterclass, his no-hitter. So and you'll get your little peons to tell you in chat. Pittsburgh is one of the best pitchers parks there is. So to see a 9.5 is absolutely fucking insane to me. So I just have to play it.
I didn't know that. Steak, did you know
one of
that?
the best pitchers parks.
I didn't know that Pittsburgh was a pitcher's park. Okay.
I knew that because of my friend Ballpark Pal.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. Okay. All right, good. So you collab on that one. We love that. That's going to be a 1.5 unit play for me. I love it. Because I got to get my unit back from the Reds team total that Shawver fucked me on, and then make a little money on that. Do you have any thoughts on Palante and Williams in Washington? I won't go through every single game, but
I think Andre Palante sucks dick, dude.
Damn.
Dude, he sucks dick.
He's that bad?
He's not good.
Jesus. Okay. Anything else?
I mean, also the Cardinals just won 10-0. That's a team you want to bet on against the Nationals, who nobody respects at the moment.
No, we like the under.
No. The Nationals have probably the worst bullpen in the league.
First 5.
I don't hate it, but if you like the under, do you think Palante pitches well?
Yes.
Take the Nats total team under first 5 because Palante sucks dick.
Jeez.
If you want to will it,
I can't do that because they just scored 0 yesterday, and then it's going against everything I stand for.
Well, then if you want to play the under, you're still going off of that they scored 0. You're still supporting that.
Yeah. I sort of would more like the Cardinals team total under. First 5 team total.
Yeah, that's nasty because I think having almost a pick'em line against a team that you just lost to.
That's what I'm saying.
That definitely catches my eye. But Palante does suck dick, so that might be the reason the line looks the way it does. Because his expected numbers on the road are terrible.
Matt, we want to fade Carlos Rodon. Are you okay with that?
I don't give a fuck.
You love Rodon.
I bet him. I didn't bet him last year. I told you to stop betting against him last year when he just kept winning for the first 4 months of the season. Then he fell off a cliff. He's pitching really well though.
Yeah, he is.
I was in chat actually, and you guys just ignored me, so I stopped talking.
I didn't see you in the chat today.
Nah, I'm telling you right now, bro, you were not. So
you
something
weren't
might
in the
be
fucking
wrong.
chat. That's why I said, "Where were you?" I didn't yell at you. I just said, "Where are you at?"
I didn't see a peep out of you.
Not a peep.
And I love reading the chat and ignoring DGen.
You were fucking peepless all day today.
It's been a while, man. I miss you guys. Anyways, I think someone said it. The A's are one of the best teams against lefties. So I think that's one of the reasons why the line is a little shorter. And if you want to fade Rodon, which I don't think people really love Rodon, even though he's pitching really well this year, they're going to do it with a team that's the best team against lefties, naturally.
But aren't the Yankees the best team against lefties?
Let's find
and
out.
Isn't Springs a lefty?
Springs the lefty, yes. So yeah, I mean that's the reason for the 10.5 fucking total for sure.
So that over makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah, it's also a tiny fucking park.
That's right. That's right.
a
Even though
college-
they're two good pitchers pitching well, 10.5 in a tiny park against the lineups that are good against lefties. That's what you're saying.
Two of the top 5 teams against lefties stake. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's bring it up to speed then, and we've got some good games to talk about actually for the second half of the slate. What do you think about Tyler McGill and these fucking Mets that are 14-3 at home against the Chicago Cubs, who are throwing? I don't even know who this guy is. I'm not even sure. Is this Brad Keller?
I see Cade Horton.
Okay, I see Brad Keller too. Let me go to Ballpark Pal.
Yeah, let's go because I'm sure Matt's probably right. Oh, Cade Horton on RotoWire. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Does that mean it's a bullpen day? McGill,
he's a call up, so it'll have to be. Yeah.
Okay, so McGill is 3-2 with a 2.5 ERA, and the total on this game after the Mets just won yesterday, smacked them around, is 8.5, and the Mets are minus 150. I don't really know that I have a read on this at all. Anything you like?
Me or State?
You.
Yeah, I think so. This is just my gut telling me is I think the Cubs are fake good with their lineup. I think the pitching really sucks, and I think the Mets are good. So for like me for the NL, I think this is the Mets gonna kind of like big brother, little brother here for the Cubs because people love the Cubs. People love offense. People love bats. And I think they're fake good because they've been playing shit teams. Well, they're actually playing really good teams. But this is a much better team in my opinion, playing a worse team. So I think minus 150 for McGill is I'm going to play the Mets.
Steak?
I was going to say Cubs until Matt said that. Now I'm not going to get cute.
It is a bullpen day, though, so for the Cubs. So Keller is starting. But the Cubs bullpen is stinky.
So
I won't get nasty with the Cubs.
So the Cubs are fake good.
In my opinion. I mean, their lineup is probably it was performing the best in baseball. So that's just kind of me saying I think their pitching, they've been out hitting their pitching, and that just doesn't last. We know that. When you get the Celtics with their offense, it just never lasts in any sport. So that's just I think the Mets, people love the Cubs more so than the Mets, and I think the Mets are actually really good this year. So
yeah, I think the Mets are really good too. And I mean, what, 25-14? I don't know record wise, but they're right on par with the Dodgers. I mean, it's got to be one of the better records in baseball. Oh my God, look at the San Francisco Giants at 24-15. They're going to win 90 games, and I didn't press the plus 450 button. Okay, well, doesn't sound like there's really anything here, but we've got a really good pitching matchup in Minnesota. The Twins are, I guess they're not as bad as I wanted them to be. They're 19-20. Joe Ryan's going 2-2 with a 2.9 ERA. Logan Webb 4-2 with a 2.6 ERA. The Giants are, I already told you the record, but they are 5-5 in their last 10. Twins, this feels pretty good for them, are 6-4 in their last 10, but they're 13-6 at home. So
also, more importantly, the Twins have won 6 games in a row.
Wow. Oh God! And they beat the straight with Chris Paddock 3-1. Holy shit!
I think Paddock was on a perfect game too yesterday, if I remember. Yeah, to like the 7th or 8th inning.
Holy shit! Okay. So the line is essentially a pick'em. And the total is as low as 6.5. You can find 7.5 juiced under on FanDuel. Matt, let's keep starting with you. I like you giving us your thoughts on the between the pitchers and the matchups here. But I'm looking at Ballpark Pal. Same amount of familiarity with both sides. The Giants hit Joe Ryan 273, but expected 207. And the Twins actually hit Logan Webb, expected 300, which I feel like is pretty good for a Twins lineup, and the K rate is 9%. Any thoughts between Twins Giants?
Yeah, so this is where I kind of throw in my analytics, if you would, or my little baseball brain, is anytime a team gets no hit or perfect game, almost perfect game to whatever, I play that same team in the first 5 the following day. So I'm going to play the Giants first 5 here because it's just what I do. It's worked for me over the years, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Getting embarrassed, a team celebrating late at night or whatever have you. But also what I see is Joe Ryan. Do you see his last day pitched, D-Gen?
No, but I'm going to go pull it up right now. Are you at all worried? I like that system, but are you at all worried when it goes against a team that's hot like the Twins?
No, only because again, I'm isolating the first 5. So the
Okay.
full game, I can argue that the Twins right now have the best bullpen in baseball, at least performed the last couple of weeks. So it kind of takes that out of the narrative. I don't give them 60 minutes, 9 innings, whatever have you, to perform to their ability. I like a team just to come out pissed off.
Joe Ryan, his last 2 starts, 7 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 11 Ks, 6 innings in Boston, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. Lights out.
Yeah, he's been lights out. So my issue with that is if you look at the date for his last start.
Ooh, 8 days.
May 7th. I don't like that rest. He takes it out of the rhythm, For me, I feel like pitchers they're very pissy individuals. People call them autistic all the time because they have certain habits. And when you go longer rest than usual in the middle of when you're dealing, I don't love that personally.
Steak's autistic.
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
No, it's okay.
He's also like we're just naming steak traits, I guess.
So wait a minute. This is interesting, and here's my question: why would they rest him for 8 days?
I'm not his personal assistant. I have no idea. But I just saw that I don't like that super long rest for him.
Oh, Webb is cat meat on the road, Phil Utley says too.
I'll be honest. I think this bounce back spot for the Giants feels very obvious with Logan Webb on the bump.
Yeah, very true.
Twins winning 6 in a row. I kind of wanted to keep riding the Twins a little bit.
But you should go full game and see if
I wouldn't go first 5. I would not directly fade mid-major match.
No, and you're not a first 5 guy to begin with.
Been doing well in baseball this year, so that
doesn't matter. I still wouldn't do that. I kind of like the Twins full game though.
Yeah, I think that's a good look. If you want to get their bullpen in there, they've been playing phenomenal.
Yeah. What about the total?
7. I'm good with this contrarian over because if Webb actually his stats on the road are bad and Ryan with that expected rest probably not going to pitch to his great ability or like as well he's been doing, so I'm good with that.
Me too.
Okay.
Probably not going to play it, but that would be my lean.
Yeah, okay. I can justify that plan.
All right. I kind of like that. I like both of what you said. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in this game. Somebody mentioned that Byron Buxton is so hot right now. He fucking is indeed. Let's see. He is batting .279, and he was 2 for 3 yesterday with a triple. Guy's out of his mind. Before that, he had 3 straight games with a home run. Go ahead.
Shout out Guy in Cornfields because I put half a unit on the worst record for the Twins, and they've won 6 games in a row. So.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
I did that with the Rays too, and the same exact thing happened like 2 years ago. Okay, let's keep moving. Here's another. Well, I don't want to say it's a good game because it's not. Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought the Padres, Rockies were next, but I wanted to get to the Dodgers and D-backs. So let's just do that. Dustin May on the road against Corbin Burns. I remember the first game in this series looked very suspicious. The line was odd, and the Diamondbacks came through. It was Fat going against Yamamoto, and the Diamondbacks won 5-3. Sharps like the D-backs. They got him there, and they also like the over. They did not get the over. Of course, following game, 14-11, 25 runs. Sasaki was on the bump. The Dodgers win against
Did
Eduardo.
you see how they won?
Nope.
6 runs in the top of the 9th, 3-run shot from Shohei to make it 14-11.
You should bring up the clip real quick for Shohei. It was an amazing fucking hit.
It is.
Yeah. I actually did see that, but I saw it with no volume. It was like when I opened my eyes and you go to the bathroom in the morning and things are still blurry. I didn't know who it was. I thought it was Freddie Freeman. And
is it true that he was mocking Gurriel, or is that fake?
I don't think so. I think he was just excited.
He did the same exact thing Gurriel did, dude.
He did. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, he's also a degenerate gambler, so who the fuck knows what's going on through his mind?
Yeah, maybe he had over 24.5 runs.
Yeah.
May 1-2. Oh, that's interesting. He's got a 4.3 3.6 ERA. I remember his first game was awesome. Is Burns still getting it together because he figured it out a little bit against the Rays, but everybody seems to do that. Let's see. Yeah, he followed it up with a great performance in New York. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run. Only 3 Ks, though. So we've got him going against Dustin, and the line is the Dodgers are -115. Total is 9. Again, I just don't really have anything that's speaking to me. Dustin May's last 2 games, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 earned runs. Nothing terrible. He's only had really one big blow up start against the Cubs. I don't know. Kind of like the Nerfy after all those runs. I don't know if that sounds stupid. Steak, we'll start with you in this one. You like anything?
I like the Diamondbacks.
You do?
Yeah.
They're 10-11 at home. They're 500 on the year. The Dodgers are 500 on the road. Obviously, they have a very good record, 26-13. Is this the last game? No, there's 4-game series, so this is not the grudge match. Matt, what do you like in this game?
Kind of same thing is if a team blows a 6-run lead, if you would, or allows 6 runs in the top of the ninth, I got to play in the first 5, so I'll play Diamondbacks first 5.
Okay. Anything we should know about these bullpens?
The Diamondbacks bullpen is fucking injured. They're short. They imploded yesterday. So if I'm back in the Diamondbacks, I want to do just with Burns.
Got it. Okay. Steak, you're gonna go full game, I assume.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full game. Also, I got to take my daughter to gymnastics, so that will be my final game.
Okay. I mean, that's good enough anyway, because I think there's probably just 1 or 2 more. All right, Steak. Thanks for hopping on. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, boys. Good to see you, Matt. I miss you, man.
Likewise. I don't hate autistic people. Just throwing it out there.
There's 2 more games. Where is here we go. Yeah, so I don't know what there is to talk about with the Padres and the Rockies, because the Rockies are just so bad. I mean, what do? Like, you fade them with the run line, or you take their opposing team total over?
Just alt them every game. Just alt run line the other team. They're fucking terrible, and there's no reason to bet the Rockies.
Oh my god, the Padres scored fucking 13 runs. Did I miss Manny Machado Day? Oh god. Oh, he didn't have a home run at least. I've been playing Machado a lot. Did he have an RBI? Yeah, he did. He had an RBI. He had 3 fucking hits. So, all right. Anyways, 13-9. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with this game. Are you doing anything in Colorado?
Doesn't interest me whatsoever.
All right, let's talk about your Angels. They're 15-22, 8-9 at home against the Orioles, both poopy teams. Kokanowitz and Kyle Gibson. So it looks like the Orioles won game 1, 4-1. The Sagano guy's pretty good against Hendricks. Total was 9.5 in that one. I don't know if people did or did not like the under, but I'm already inclined to lean over in this game. The Orioles, though, have not been a good over team. They're 3-7 in their last 10 to the over, but the Angels are 8-2 to the over. So I don't really know what I like on a side. Gibson's 0-1 with a 14 ERA. I know he blew up against the Yankees, but I think he had a game since that, right? This is his 3rd start back. Yeah, he played Kansas City. Much better. 5 hits, 3 earned runs. Not saying good. I'm just saying much better. And I don't know what's up with your boy Jack. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about him, but I like the over in this game. What about you?
I'm good with the first 5 over. I think Kyle Gibson sucks donkey dick. I want to fade that guy. Kokanowitz, I think he's also not great at all. His expected stats, just an average pitcher at best. I think the Orioles are they got to beat these dog shit teams because they are just not good this year. So I'm good with their offense coming out against Kokanowitz, who just kind of doesn't belong in the majors, to be honest. And our rotation just sucks ass, so he kind of just has to play.
Okay, so first 5 over with Baltimore and the Angels.
Yeah. Personally, yeah.
I think I'm good with that. Okay. And then what about Seattle? Last game on the board. The Mariners are minus 125 with Logan Gilbert. And they're going against Bowden Francis, who's a guy that I can't really figure out. But I don't know. I think that line right off the bat looks a little bit short. Total's 8 or 8.5. What happened in this game yesterday? I think I saw Johnny Gintana post something positive. Yep. They won 6-3. The Gosman start against Castillo. Total was 7.5. That one goes over. So that's probably an over that most people wouldn't see coming because I think Gosman's been pitching well. Could this be an under that nobody would really want to take with Francis going? What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. If I like the under, I like the Blue Jays in general. I think they're better than the 18-20 record. They're one of the worst power hitting teams in general. Mm-hmm. So I don't think going to Seattle is going to hurt them much, which is I think the best ballpark. They like to they toe the line or move the line, with just singles and fucking barely hit doubles. So I'm good fading Logan Evans. I like Bowden Francis. His results aren't as good as I guess his expected stats are. But I think the Seattle offense, it's going to come down to earth a little bit because they were fucking scorching for a couple weeks. So I don't think they're good as what they've shown recently.
Got it. So the Blue Jays kind of underperforming a little bit. You think they're better than their record is, and you don't think Seattle is as good as their record is.
Yeah, correct. And,
So the Mariners 7-3 in their last 10. They were scorching hot. They're 12-7 at home. Are the Blue Jays any better at on the road? No, they're not. They're 7-12 on the road. But I do like, from just looking at the Blue Jays here, I like that they came out and won game 1, because the last time they were on the road, well, let's look at a couple of their road series. They lost to the Angels, a series in LA. They lost a series in New York. They lost a series to Houston. No, they only played 2 games against Baltimore. But I like what that showed is they ended the series against the Angels, winning that game. They go out in Seattle in game 1 and take it. Gritty win. I'm kind of with you on riding the Blue Jays here. And I also think it's interesting that you said you did like Bowden Francis, because I think he's a guy that I like. So I am curious what, like, an actual baseball knower, what his opinion is. 2-5 with a 5.66 ERA, but yet I'm like kind of into him.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's not sexy at all, I think, is the issue. He doesn't throw 99, doesn't have a wicked slider. He's just kind of a guy that gets outs, and I can respect that. I think that's kind of like a dog, as you would put it.
Agreed.
Yeah, so I think that's what I like about him, but he's not flashy whatsoever.
He has pitched against Seattle before at home, and that was his best start of the season. 5 hits, 1 earned run. But, like, typically that would scare me. I don't know. Against a team like Seattle, again, I agree with you. I don't think they're as good as their record shows either. I wouldn't be afraid to go back to a guy to have another good performance against the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, especially with how hot the Mariners have been. I think the market price is a little over-adjusted, as you said, and the line looks a little short for Bowden Francis, who's not performed well. I like the how do you say, the plus Chicky.
I fucking hate that.
I fucking hate him.
Oh, I said Gilbert. It's not Gilbert. It's Logan Evans. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
by the way. Yeah, Logan Evans is he's only made 2 starts this year. One was really good against the Marlins. One was really bad against the Rangers. He is, oh my God, he looks like a baby. He is 23 years old. Yeah. He kind of looks like a chubby Krabs, but
who's that? Logan Evans?
Logan Evans. Yeah, he looks a little Krabs-ish, but not really a ginger. 23 years old. Interesting. Okay, he's from Michigan, went to Pitt, drafted in the 12th round. Yeah. I think I might play the fucking Blue Jays today. Do you like their bats?
I like their pitching.
Okay, you like Bowden.
Yeah, I like Bowden. And like I don't mind their bullpen either. They got I know you're a big fan of Yimi Garcia, but they also have this guy Jeff Hoffman from the dog shit Phillies. I think he's been statistically the best reliever in baseball, I believe.
So the Blue Jays take a guy from the Phillies and he's incredible, and then they give a guy to the Phillies with Romano and he turns into dog shit.
Dog shit.
That guy sucks.
He sucks ass.
Okay, let's do a quick recap, and then I'm going to talk some NHL. Are you wagering on the NHL at all?
Yeah, I've lost every wager in the what I've been doing is, because I think, let me verify yesterday. At least what I noticed in NBA is one game has been going over, and one game has been going under. So I've just been fucking waiting for the first game to finish and just betting the alternate. And yesterday, one game went over for the NHL, one game went under. Game before, one game went over, one game went under. Day before, same. So every day, every time there's been 2 games, it's been one or the other.
Well, it's funny that you're riding this wave because it was bound to happen. I swear, I think it was maybe a week ago. I think like 6 or 7 NHL playoff games went over in a row, which is really, really that's not common,
right.
in playoff hockey. So now it's course correcting a little bit. All right, let's run through this board real quick. And then if you want to talk NHL, I'm going to do that afterwards. Are you a basketball guy? I have an NBA guy, I should say. I know you're big into college basketball. Are you betting NBA?
Yeah, I bet the Thunder to win the championship after they won by 50 and then lost on the road at Denver.
Fair.
So now they're down in the series. I have not bet it. I've been watching the games. I think it's ironic, and I wanted to say this when Steak was here because I know he loves the NBA or betting it. I think it's awesome that everyone is complaining about how bad the playoffs are right now, but it's just because the dogs are winning. But then when the dogs are getting blown out every game in every sport, we talk about how the sport sucks.
I don't know that people are saying that the playoff basketball sucks right now. Is that the consensus?
Well, I don't think they're saying it sucks, but more so like the gambling wise, they're not doing well at it because the dogs are winning. You know what I mean? But when the dogs are not winning, there's blowouts, and then the product is terrible. So it's just it's always a cycle of something to complain about or something to kind of be shitty about. And Yeah, it's just like negative assholes. There's always something that's going to go wrong. We're going to talk about it. But I think the NBA playoffs have been awesome so far.
I agree, and I'm not even an NBA guy. I think this is like this is probably the most exciting. What is this round? Yeah, this is round 2. Round 1 always just kind of sucks. Like the NBA is a terrible league to have half the league make the playoffs. It's and now with like the play-ins and everything. So, but the way round 2 has started has been incredible. The blowouts suck. They're going to happen. It is what it is. But at least if you're going to have a couple blowouts, you got to have some chaos, and they've had more chaos than blowouts. So that's what I like about it.
Absolutely.
So I definitely think my buddy was actually just talking about this the other day. He was like, and he's not an NBA guy. He's worse than me. He's like, how funny is it that I think that you would probably say the NFL postseason has been the most lackluster?
Yeah, because the most chalky, right?
Yeah. I mean, NBA and NHL so far have been excellent. So
yeah, other than the Commanders being the Lions, I think there was
yeah, that's true. All right. So you like the over in Pittsburgh, Washington, Seattle. I told you I'm going to play the first 5 under. You made sense of the total with the A's and the Yankees, even though it's good pitchers. Both teams are very good against lefties. Did you have any thoughts on the Brewers and Taj Bradley in Tampa?
Dude, Taj Bradley, he sucks this year, man. His results are bad. His expected results are bad. That guy does not look good at the moment.
Yeah, I'm very nervous. And Pepe, it doesn't even. He's grinding, but like,
yeah, it's
not good.
I'm happy that you've actually cut yourself off from this addiction of betting Taj Bradley in the Rays.
Thank you.
Think you're saving some spa money for you and the wife.
Thanks.
But yeah, don't love. Anytime Bradley pitches, I think I want to fade the Rays, to be honest.
You should take the over. Steak is.
Oh, I like that. I'll tell steak. I like steak.
Cleveland and the Phillies, Bibee with Suarez. I feel like you're an anti-Phillies guy. I saw you chirping Phils the other day, which even though I bet the Phillies this year over their win total and to win the division, I'm kind of with you in your
it's so stinky. They should be so good, and they're so fucking stinky.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't really know what it is. You know what I like? The only thing, not the only thing, but like what I kind of lean towards the most is it's a group of guys who are so experienced and have made runs. They just are kind of that team that's like, let's coast until we get to the playoffs and start playing some meaningful baseball, and then we'll really turn it up.
Yeah, I like that. I also think they got fake dog. Like they have all this star power, and I think it's really fake. When the lights shine the brightest, they crumble. But they love to put their names in the newspaper. That's how I see it.
Okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Do you like anything today?
In the game?
Yeah, would you want to fade the Phillies?
I would actually play the Phillies.
Oh my God, you're like me. You bitch about a player or a team so much, and then it's like, I'm gonna go back to him.
I mean, yeah, like I said, don't be like me. That's all I'll say.
Is it because they got shut out?
Yeah, and I don't love Bibee.
You're not a Bibee guy. Okay.
Yeah. It is because they got shut out. I got an addiction to betting bad teams.
I don't blame you. What about the Tigers and Flaherty against DeGrom Day?
I like the Tigers. So this is something that has cashed for me every time I think the 6 straight games. Any team coming off of playing the Rockies, their following game, off of that series, every team has gone under their team total.
Okay.
So I think it's just because the Rockies pitching is so goddamn bad. When they see an average pitcher that's even at best, they don't know what to do with it. Happened yesterday with the Tigers, so that's something I've been playing.
Well said. Okay, I like that. Make a note of that.
But I would play the Tigers off of the ground.
Houston and Reds, you got anything there?
Houston, I also think the Astros are kind of really stinky. But I would play the Reds at some plus chicken.
Please stop. Okay. What about the Red Sox? I wanted to play the Red Sox, but State kind of talked me off against Reagan's. I probably shouldn't fade a hot team. It's stupid, so I won't do it. What about you?
I'm good with square under. If we think the other 7 total with the Giants and the Twins goes over, which I think that's kind of pretty contrarian, I'm good with it. I like the square under.
All right. And then that brings us to the Cubs and the Mets, which we started on. So what would be your favorite play today?
I like that over in Pittsburgh. A 9.5 in Pittsburgh is not a common line that you'll ever see.
Mm-hmm.
especially with the Pittsburgh offense is statistically, again, maybe one of the worst in the league, if not the worst. So that really, really catches my eye.
I don't hate your Giants first 5 at all. What was the Baltimore play again? I'm sorry. I liked runs.
I'd go first 5 over.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I additionally want to fade both pitchers. Gibson, they're both really bad. I
like that. And you're kind of talking me into the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it this way: is everyone's going to lose their ass in baseball, like that happens every day, and it's going to go. There's going to be one standalone game with Seattle, who was on a 6-8 game win streak against a team coming out from the East Coast, Canadian team coming out to part of the West Coast. People are going to see that, play the money line, put them in parlays. That's going to be Primer's last leg of his open spot parlay of his 10-legger. I like the Blue Jays. I think they got some dog. It's just they have no power, and that really disinterests people. They're not sexy, so people don't respect that in the betting market. But I'm good with the Blue Jays. I like Francis. I like the bullpen.
Okay, yeah, I do too. All right, let's talk some puck and the Carolina Hurricanes and the Washington Capitals. So I don't know if you've gotten involved in this series at all. I took a stupid bet on the series for the Caps to win basically 4-1 after they lost. I took this during game 1. I am all the way in love with Logan Thompson right now, the goalie that came over from Vegas. I think he's the hottest goalie in the playoffs. Took the Caps on the reverse puck line last game, came through, took a money line as well. So I got a little coin to play with, 6-1 in the NHL. So I'm going to make a 2-unit wager, my best bet today, which I already punched in this morning. Shout out CL. Actually, I can't guarantee the line's going to move in my favor. So what am I even talking about? But I got Logan Thompson over 27.5 saves. That's going to be my play. And maybe it's square. And if it is, I don't really care because Carolina Hurricanes got not their back against the wall, but they know they're the better team, which they are. But the Capitals are still a good team. They're not as bad as they played, in my opinion, in game 1. But that did kind of creep over into game 2 because Carolina was all over them in period 1. But the Capitals responded, and I like that. And then it got chippy towards the end of the game. When the Capitals won. Carolina rips puck. And the only way I think that this bet loses is if the Washington Capitals block like 40 shots. And that could happen. Teams do that all the time, especially in the playoffs. The Capitals can block shots. And let's just say the Hurricanes have 65 shot attempts, but some go wide and 26 of them are blocked. Maybe it doesn't get there. Maybe he lands at 25, 26, or maybe Logan Thompson allows fucking 4 goals. I don't care. I got 2 units on it. I'm going Logan Thompson. Do I think the Capitals are going to win? Not necessarily. But do I think it's going to be tight? Do I think it's going to be close? And do I think the game goes under? Yes. I can see every game in the series going under. But a lot of pressure on Carolina in game 3. A lot of pressure. So I'm not laying 240 with the Hurricanes. I want to back Logan Thompson, and that's how I'm doing it over saves. Got anything in this?
I like what you said. I'm good with that. Just from when I'm looking at paper, it looks like a really good play. What I will say, though, is Frederik Andersen, I'm sure you know hockey much more than I do, but I will die on this hill ever since he was a Duck. That dude in the playoffs, I will never put money on, especially you tell me he's minus 230. I don't care the team around him. I'm seeing they lost game 1 when the Capitals only had 14 fucking shots on net. That dude, I don't think he's ever going to get anywhere with ever win a title. It depends, no matter the team around him. So I'm good with what you said. Hurricanes back against the wall. First game at home in the series. Why not just fucking throw 1,000 at the net and Thompson do his thing? So I'm good with it. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Good take. Freddie Andersen seems like a nice guy, but he also doesn't really seem like that guy. And I've gotten burned with the Hurricanes before, but their team outside of goaltending and their coaching, like it's going to be really sad if we fast forward 5 years from now and they didn't win a Stanley Cup. Yeah. And it would be probably because of that. So this is unfortunate for the Hurricanes if they run into a guy like Logan Thompson, if he plays as good as I think he really is playing and still capable of playing, because he reminds me of like that Jonathan Quick when the Kings were the 8th seed and they went on their cup run and knocked out the Blackhawks. But the Capitals really do. They're scrappy on defense, which I love. They still try to make life difficult, but it is so obvious that they don't have the firepower to match up with the Hurricanes. But yeah, I'm with you.
They're like the Knicks.
Yeah,
Celtics.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. All right. The Knights and the Oilers, I don't know. I got nothing. I mean, I love the Knights. I'm a Knights guy, but the Oilers are an absolute. They were a sleeping giant that the Los Angeles Kings are responsible for waking up. And it's unfortunate that they let Edmonton come back and win that series. I feel bad for the Knights because the Knights are a very good team, but at the same time, fuck the Knights because they should have been able to come away with one win at home. Aiden Hill is not as good as I'd like to think he is. I guess I'm wrong on that, but he did win a Stanley Cup, but that's also when I fell in love with him. So I'm out on this game. I'm out on this series. The over seems like the obvious play, and I got no issues if anybody wants to go there. If I had to play anything, it would be the Knights or nothing, but I don't want to fade Edmonton.
If depending on what happens the first game, total-wise, I'll just do the opposite. For this. I'm going to make it that simple.
Okay.
See, this is, just can't overthink it.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so.
But yeah, I think, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But yeah, I mean, the Oilers coming back in both third periods of their first two games, that shows me something disgusting. And that's got to be super disheartening for the Knights.
Yeah. And they've won a cup. They've got a lot of vets. They've got experience. Like they're not going to be panicking down 0-2. Like they're going to show up. They're going to bring it. Edmonton's got to be prepared for it. And I think they will be prepared for it. I think it's going to be a great game, but I can't put money against Edmonton right now with the way they're playing. Like, and everybody wrote them off. Like, I don't think anybody was picking them to win the cup. So, all right, Matt, did you have anything in the NBA today?
Yes.
Wolves, Warriors, Celtics, Knicks.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna alt under the Warriors, Wolves. I mean, I know they don't have Curry. That offense fucking blows, man. What I watched with my eyeballs. I was at the Chase Center. I was at the Chase Center for a watch party.
Oh, you're an NBA guy. I would have brought you up when we were talking NBA. I thought you were not an NBA bettor.
I mean, I don't advertise it. I'm just not. I don't throw it out every day.
Never seen you talk about making an NBA bet since I followed you on Twitter.
I'm gonna look at my bet stamp and
that
see what my last recorded NBA bet was.
You're over here like, oh yeah, I was at the game. Oh, I'm gonna alt and under, and the whole time I'm like, I'll wait till we're done talking NBA to bring Matt up because I don't think he even watches NBA. But you go to a fucking game.
Yeah, I actually I got free season passes of the Warriors in a box this season. So
that's fucking sick. Okay, well now I just learned something. So so my apologies for disrespecting your NBA game.
That's all right. I don't know ball, but I watch ball. So maybe it's good that we
but you're also like annoyingly like what is the word? Humble.
Handsome?
No. No, like when you downplay your how much you actually know about something. So I can't take you seriously when you know that. Or when you say that.
I'm very sarcastic, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so what are you alting? Sorry.
The alt under in the Warriors game. I think Steve Kerr, political take aside, I think he's a very smart basketball brain, and he saw when the game sped up without Curry in the lineup, the Warriors' offense is pathetic, man. They can't run anything. So I think the game has to go incredibly slow. The pace is going to be incredibly slow, and I think that they control tempo, and it soars under.
Okay. Like that. Do you maybe that little system where if the Knicks game goes over, this one soars under?
I like that again because I think the Knicks and the Celtics are bound to score 150 each here soon with the way the Celtics.
I totally agree. I like the over in game 2, and obviously it didn't even come fucking close. But I think this is a game where we see some points, and it correlates with Steak saying he wants to take Tatum 40 plus. I could see that happening. Somebody's got to go off for each team. So, okay.
Yeah, so maybe system over one game under the next game. So I'm good with it.
All right, cool. Good shit. Just realized it's almost noon. Wow. Matt, thank you so much for hopping on. I don't know what your schedule's like, but if you're getting back up and moving in the I don't know, fucking gambling Twitter space or whatever, let me know and we'd love to have you on more often.
Yeah, thanks for having me as always. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you where I work. Humble brag. I'm actually the CEO of a nonprofit. So I've been immersing myself in the nonprofit sector, just, understanding what it's all about. So I've not been active lately. But yeah, I'll definitely get back into gambling. Just can't show, I can't be as mean as I have been because of where I work now. Which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
So you got some burners.
I don't, but I need to make some for sure. Gambling nonprofit. I like that. Okay.
Well, yeah, I was going to say this stream is kind of a lot like what you do because there's not a lot of profit.
No, that's a good way to put it. I'll put that in the tab. Well, I'll put that on my tax write-offs for my time when I bill you.
All right.
All right, brother.
Thank you for joining. Good luck this weekend, and we'll chat with you soon.
Likewise. See you guys.
All right. See you, man. W Matt, W Space, W Stream. Thank you, everybody on Twitter for hanging out. I'm going to shut it down. Twitch, YouTube, thank you. That was great. You guys are awesome. Good luck on your bets today. Thank you, as always, for the support. I'm going to raid Book It right now because it looks like they just went live. So we'll send you over there. Tell everybody I said what's up. Definitely an off day to tomorrow. We were just making up for no stream on Friday. Look at sports. Boom. And I will tweet about the hockey play. That is indeed a 2-unit play on Logan Thompson over saves. I saw, who was it, Gary or Jeezy or something in there that was asking. Yes, that is what it is. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Good luck on everything. Thanks again for hanging out. Peace.